Hi chicas, how's everybody doing? Welcome back. Today we're going to be working with this design and also on how I pick up the beads of acrylic and on how I apply them onto the nail. So we're going to only be using crystal clear today, and this one is a painting gel from model 1s in number 004. Those are the only two colors, or well, the acrylic and the color we're going to be using with our nails. So first off, you guys, I'm showing you here how I pick up my bead. So I dip it into the monomer, clean one side of the brush, and then I go into my acrylic, my crystal clear acrylic, and then I dab it in 1, 2, 3 times. And that's how I pick up the perfect bead. As you can see here, I'm going to show you how it would be very wet. So I'm just kind of, picking up a lot of monomer, and I'm not really removing any excess of monomer. Just as I go, I just pick up the acrylic, and you can see that it was starting to run down the brush. So I'm gonna try another one, which is a third bead, and I'm gonna be drying my brush, wiping it on all sides of the little container where my monomer is, and I picked up a super dry bead. Also guys, I never drag my brush. I never drag it through my acrylic. You can see how inconsistent this bead is. The monomer is not even running all throughout the crystal clear acrylic. Like, it's just gonna be very inconsistent. So now this is what I do. I tap it in 3 times. I put it into the monomer, let all those bubbles get out of the brush, and then I clean one side of the brush, and then I go into my crystal clear and just tap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There's no need to drag, and there's no need to add any excess monomer. So this is pretty much what I do, you guys. So now that I showed you that part, I'm gonna show you kind of what I do on the nail. So I did a similar, well, I did a specific video in Spanish, and I received a comment telling me that if I could do something like this in English. So I said of course. So I had this design in mind, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna use this design to show them how I work with my beads and my acrylic and my monomer and all that good stuff. And I'll create the design. So as you saw here, you guys, I placed my first bead in the center, which is the apex area. The apex area is where you adhere your tip onto your natural nail. That's gonna be the apex area, and that's where you want the strongest for your nail to be. So since you want that part to be the strongest, you want that part to be thicker. So I just apply it there, and then I start dragging it down towards the tip of the nail, you guys. And I'm just showing you here how this one came out, you guys. This is how it should look. But I'm just gonna show you here real quick in the middle finger. So let me start all over again. I was trying for you guys to see everything, including how I pick up the monomer, how I pick up the beads of my acrylic and all. So yeah, that's why I was putting everything right there in the center. So I picked up a bead, and again I placed it in the apex area. So now I'm gonna be dragging it down towards the nail. There's no need to press or make any pressure to the acrylic, because if you do, you're gonna bring all that acrylic down, and it's just gonna be a waste of product. Second bead goes a little above that first bead that we just applied, and again just dragging it downwards, watching my side walls, watching my, well, just try not to touch my skin. And again, just making sure that everything is nice and smooth, that way when we come and file, there's not much filing to do. And then in the third bead, I'm gonna be placing a smaller one, as you can see here, and then I'm just removing that excess monomer on my paper towel, and then I'm gonna go in onto my cuticle area and place it there. Now I don't apply it directly to my cuticle, but onto the cuticle area where my nail is. Try not to touch the skin, and if you do touch the skin, you guys, go ahead and remove it really quickly with your brush. Now, as these nails are super long, you guys, I did add a smaller bead onto the tip of the nail because I thought it looked very, very thin. And this is what the nail should look like, you guys. You should have a nice apex, and if you don't have a thick apex, you need to go ahead and add more acrylic to that part, just in case of an accident, just in case if you go and bump your nail to something, that always happens, you guys. It's happened to me. Thankfully, nothing, worse has happened. My nail hasn't came off or anything, but you just really have to make that strength to the nail, especially onto the apex area. So if you see your nail from the side, the nail should look thin and then thick and then thin again. So I'm just gonna be applying my crystal clear here onto the nail, and I just want you to see that my brush acts like a barrier between my skin from the cuticle and the acrylic, and I'm just pushing it that way, if that makes sense, you guys. Sometimes it's better for you guys to see what I'm doing than for me to actually be explaining it, because I'm not good at explaining things, you guys. I get very confused, and it just gets kind of complicated. I'm those type of people that I know what I'm thinking and I know what I'm doing, but it's just very hard to put it like in words, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna finish up here, you guys. Again, this is a smaller nail, so it's just gonna take less acrylic, and I just took a very, I guess you can say, a very generous amount of acrylic and applied it there. And then I'm gonna be dragging my acrylic down towards the nail. Again, I'm not making any pressure. It's just like if it was like a feather. Let's say your brush was a feather, so you're just feathering it down. You don't need to push down towards the nail, because you're gonna bring all that acrylic, and I mean, it's just a waste of acrylic. It's just a waste of product. You don't want that, you guys. So just pretend that your brush is a feather. You're just feathering it, kind of caressing it. So just feather down your acrylic. Don't make any pressure to it. So now, you guys, and this is what it looks like, and I just wanted to show you. Never mind my thumb. I hadn't done it yet, so never mind it. This is what it looks like from a side view, you guys. I was trying my best to show you what the nails look like. So I just went ahead and filed off camera. You guys know that I always file off camera. And yeah, you guys, moving on to my actual design, I'm gonna be using this pink color from Model Ones. You guys, if you guys haven't seen my polygel, trying out polygel from Model Ones, go ahead and watch it, you guys. It's a big kit, and this color came in that big kit. So I'm gonna be doing like a side fringe, and I really wanted like a glittery side fringe, but in this case I actually did the sugar coat. But I did a mistake, you guys. Since my nails were gonna be matte, I did a mistake, and I should have done them matte beforehand. If you're gonna be doing this, you're gonna be doing the sugar effect, just go in and you want the matte, just go in with your matte top coat first and then do the next process. So all I do here is trace down my side fringe, you guys, with a long liner. And then I'm gonna fill in those little side fringe with a bigger brush, just so that it's not harder. If I try to do it with a liner brush, imagine this would have taken hours to do, you guys. So of course you just want to take a bigger brush and fill those lines in. And then I'm gonna be doing this, you guys, and then I'm gonna be placing it in the lamp for about 60 seconds. My lamp, I've told you this before, but we do have new people in the channel every day, so I'm gonna repeat it. My personal nail lamp, the one that I use for myself, is a 12 watt, so it is smaller than the ones I use for my clients. For my clients, I use a 48 watt, and it's faster. So if I put this under the lamp, on a 48-watt lamp, it's gonna cure in about 15 seconds. But since mine is smaller, it's a 12-watt, I'm gonna put it in there for about 30 to 60 seconds, you guys. I mean, you really have to play around with the time and see what works best. So again, I placed it in there for about 60 seconds just so that it cures better. But I totally forgot, you guys. I'm gonna be doing the sugar effect, so way before I put it in the lamp, I'm gonna be applying the sugar effect. Again, I'm not gonna place it in the lamp just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do the sugar effect. I'm gonna be using this one from Glitter Unique. You can go to their webpage and they have a whole bunch of glitters, you guys. So I'm just gonna be, applying it here onto the nails, and then I cure it in the lamp. So now I'm gonna go in with these butterflies. I noticed that I have used butterflies, you guys, on a lot of butterflies here on my channel, but I haven't used these. So since everything fall is coming, I thought, I'm just gonna use them before summer ends and before all these beautiful summer designs end. So I went ahead and used them, you guys. So I'm gonna be placing 2 on the index finger. I'm gonna be applying one that's kind of big and then a smaller one at the bottom, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing onto my ring finger and my index finger. I really liked how these look, you guys. They're so freaking pretty. So they're like on the pinky side, peachy side, and they're so cute. So again, I'm gonna be placing one that's a little big, and then a smaller one at the bottom, and again the same thing on my ring finger. And like I said, these nails are gonna be matte, you guys, so I totally should have done that way before the gel, way before doing the sugar effect. So I'm so sorry. You guys should do that first, but since I didn't, I'm gonna be applying my matte top coat. So I'm just gonna be applying it here on the clear area, not on the sugar effect, you guys, just on the clear area of the nail. So if this was a real client, I would have added 2 coats where the butterflies are at, just so that they last a lot longer. They're not gonna come off, you guys, I promise. Like, they're not, but it's just to secure them more into place. Just add 2 coats of them and you'll be good to go. Again, just applying a thin coat on them, and then I'm gonna place them in the lamp for 60 seconds. Since this is a top coat, sometimes I do put it in there for about a minute and a half, but again, it all depends on what kind of lamp and how big your lamp is. And then after this, I'm gonna be using my Zoeve adhesive just to apply some crystals. The crystals I'm gonna be applying are gonna go where I did not apply any butterflies. So it's gonna be on the middle finger, the pinky, and the thumb. So now that I'm done applying all of these crystals, I just went ahead and applied a little bit of cuticle oil. Never forget your cuticle oil. It's very important to rehydrate those cuticles. So this is the end result. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, chicas. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. These are the three main things that help out my channel a lot. So please make sure you do that. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on. That way you guys are known every time I upload a new video. And if you're new here, you happen to just pass through this video or see it or whatever the case may be, please don't forget to subscribe. So yes, chicas, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for being here. So yeah, God bless, take care, and bye bye.